What we've done is we've actually made the site more user-friendly. We've actually introduced a drive-through system. So instead of having the bins on the four sides of the site, we have them in one line down the middle of the site, so we don't need to close the site for the bins to be exchanged or the waste to be compacted. Every time a truck came in to take a bin away, or we wanted to use the big yellow compactor there to compact waste so we can increase the payloads of the bins, we had to shut the site. So we were shutting for 20-minute periods about 5 times a day. So obviously there was a bit of a backlog of customers. With the new layout, we can keep operating for the 10 hours a day we're open. We can have the public in and out of the site in a quicker time with no closures and no parking on the highway. The bins aren't being removed quite as often now as they were before because we're getting better payloads, and the idea of more payloads is less bins on the road and less lorries on the road and lorry movements. We've now actually got the payloads up here to a general waste load, a waste to landfill load, being about 11 tonnes of waste, where before they were leaving at about 4 tonnes of waste. So we're saving sort of 2 lorry movements for every one now. A lot more efficient, a lot less lorries on the A14, and again, a lot easier for the public to use the site. We're now in our 4th week, and we're still tweaking it. We've got an extra walk-through gate for the public to be put in for the users of the taller vehicles who use the site. And it's a bedding in period. We're pleased that the public have embraced us with this change and are taking the change on board. The majority of people have actually liked the change. We've had feedback that we've taken on board regarding the size of the parking area, the size of the drive-through lane. So we're working on that now, and we've actually increased them and put an extra walk-through lane in, just to make it a little bit safer for the public to use. We've listened to their concerns, and we always welcome feedback about any of our operational waste facilities. Oh, you name it, you can bring it here now. Everything from printer cartridges to the old kitchen door and the kitchen sink, as the saying goes. And recently we've introduced hard plastic recycling. So that's everything from garden furniture, drain pipes, plastic buckets and bowls, anything that's hard and plastic we can now recycle here at Felixstowe. One line of bins for the general waste, green waste, wood, plastics and all the other products, except for the small banked items which are on the far side of the site, and there's a separate parking area and walkway for those as well. This site is currently recycling about 68% of all waste that comes through the gate, and it goes to a number of different recycling merchants in the UK and further afield. Very pleased to be in partnership with Waste Recycling Group. We've worked with them on a number of other projects over the years, and we were very happy that they were successful with the Household Waste Recycling Centre contract for the next 7 years. And we're in year 1 and looking forward to working with them for the future of the contract. The rate before was around 50%. We're now up to 68 here, and they're well exceeding targets. And that's not solely down to Waste Recycling Group, it's down to the public who use the facilities as well. So we look to see bigger and better things in the future.
And when is this facility open for the public?
7 days a week. As of the 1st of April, it's open 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. The next day it's shut is Christmas Day. The site staff here are an excellent team, and they're more than happy to help unload heavy, bulky items. We have a few restrictions on what you can bring. Construction and demolition waste, which is soil, hardcore, heavy items from the garden like that, we limit to 2 bags a day. And we obviously don't accept hazardous waste at this particular facility, and items such as plasterboard and paint and liquid wastes.
When we changed the layout of the site, we also removed the resales area that was on site, where members of the public used to be able to buy items directly. What we do now instead is we take any reusable items and store them in what we call a reuse container in the non-public area of the site, and they're then collected by local charities for their use or resale for their own profit. A large proportion of its furniture, Ipswich Furniture Project regularly collect from the site, and they generally get something in the order of 200 to 300 kilos per collection, which is a fair proportion of a van full of furniture. I think over the course of the last few months, from Suffolk as a whole, they've had over 4 tonnes of furniture from the household waste recycling centres. We're always looking for more charities. If there's any charities out there that can make use of a particular kind of item, we'll happily discuss with them the potential for collecting those items on site.